Grand Junction Airport is facing the threat of a lawsuit if they don't release the internal investigation regarding the FBI raid of the airport from back in November of 2013. News Channel 5 reporter Brandon Thompson, he's joining us now live in our newsroom. He attended the authority board meeting where the legal action was threatened. Brandon, what are the basis for these claims?
Chelsea, this open records request was sent to the acting director of the airport, but was shot down for a few reasons. Those who sent the request were told, 1, it violated attorney-client privilege. 2, the report wasn't finished. 3, there were employees in the report who didn't want their names publicized. This wasn't their only concern with the board tonight either. They're worried about what will be done with a gate to the general aviation area, a battle going back over 6 years.
We do investigations so that we can do better.
First, though, David Shepard says they need to know what went wrong.
Well, clearly something went wrong at the airport around 2011. So wrong that the authority felt it was necessary to hire a former assistant United States attorney to conduct an investigation.
Shepard says his attorney dismissed arguments of attorney-client privilege and keeping employee names were not valid. He argues they've had plenty of time to complete the report.
The events that we asked about occurred years ago. So we view the answer that it is not a final product as a transparent evasion and obstruction of the public's right to know.
Shepard says investigations funded by the public's money at a public facility ought to be public knowledge.
The general public, every time they drive by the airport, see a shell of a building. How did that happen? Secondly, many of our members lost their livelihoods and lost their businesses as a result of problems at the airport.
But Shepard and Marvel say jobs were being lost at the airport long ago.
We were concerned when these gates went in and caused a huge impact, negative impact, to individuals working and owning businesses behind those gates.
General aviation accounts for 87% of daily airport operations, and in 2011, gates installed to keep out wildlife kept out customers and visitors to the GA area as well.
Businesses that used to exist there have vanished. The membership of, for instance, the cadet organization and Civil Air Patrol has dropped dramatically. Similarly, in our commemorative Air Force organization.
The Tenants Association and Airport Board formed a Security Solution Council years ago when the gates went up to try and figure out a solution. Marvel says that went up in smoke last week.
The Airport Authority Board voted in a publicly noticed, properly noticed legal meeting that they were no longer going to pursue this 6-year-long goal of opening those gates.
A government agency has 3 days to announce a meeting before it happens. The November 9th meeting was announced on November 6th, but a check of the airport's website shows the only meeting for the month of November is scheduled for next week.
They did this legally, but as far as I'm concerned, it was extremely poorly handled.
Shepard and Marvel acknowledge many decisions were made outside of the tenure of the current authority board, but they believe resolution of both issues will benefit the airport, the tenants, and restore the community's confidence in the facility's ability to operate. Again, Shepard's request asked for the internal investigation. The FBI investigation was dropped with no charges filed. As scheduled, the airport board held an executive session after citizen comments lasting for almost an hour. I asked members of the board if they wanted to respond to the comments from Shepard and Marvel. They said that might have to wait till tomorrow. Reporting live in the newsroom, I'm Brandon Thompson, News Channel 5.